backcourt, immediately met at midcourt by Mikal Bridges. Chance of defense right off the bat. Evan Mobley drives right baseline, backs it against Towns in the paint. Fallback jumper, front rim, friendly roll, and the Cavs score the first 2 points.
Evan Mobley is such a catalyst for what the Cavs want to do, and that will have to be the case this year if they want to repeat the same sort of success they had last year, beyond getting eliminated in the second round.
Breakthrough season for Mobley last season. Bridges pounding it between the circles. Left wing pass, Anunoby. High post, Hukporty. Right wing, Towns. Into the corner, Brunson. Open three, lines it up, knocks it down, and the Knicks have their first lead.
So that's a great example of pace already. The ball made 3 passes around the perimeter. Ariel Hukporty, I was sort of frustrated. I wanted him to look at the rim at the free throw line, but makes the right pass. Goes from good to great.
Mobley driving against Towns, this time from the left side. Backing his way in. Fall back from the foul line. This one comes up short. Hukporty the rebound and outlets it to Bridges. There's Bridges picked up by Merrill. Size advantage there. Dribbles around him. Kicks it out Towns. Deep three, left side. No good, but Towns hits the deck. He is fouled by Evan Mobley on the closeout, and Cat will shoot 3.
Early on, an example of Jalen Brunson being off the ball as Mikal Bridges was encouraged to go ahead and take off of the defensive rebound. And we've seen twice now the Knicks do a good job of drawing 2. Mikal Bridges was on the left side of the lane attacking the paint, drew multiple defenders, kicked back out to Karl-Anthony Towns. And previously, Ariel Hukporty is at the left side of the paint, sprays to the right wing. 2 defenders go at Karl-Anthony Towns on the three-point line, which leaves Jalen Brunson open in the corner for a 3.
So here's Karl-Anthony Towns, first of 3 free throw attempts, rattles it in. Knicks lead 4-2, just over a minute gone by in the first quarter. Last year, Towns is first in New York, and you could say it couldn't have gone much better. He was third-team All-NBA. He was second in the NBA in rebounding, top 4 in double-doubles, an all-star starter as he helped lead the Knicks on their deep playoff run, missing his second free throw here.
It was really remarkable, Pat, how quickly he fit into this system. And I continue to go back to what he said when he arrived, that this is Jalen Brunson's team, and I'm just here to do whatever I can to help this team win. And he did just that. So those two and the chemistry that he developed here. And I usually am not for year one big-time player moves, but he was one that was able to fit seamlessly.
Goes 2 for 3 from the line here. Knicks lead 5-2 in the early going. Mitchell across the timeline. Runs around a screen set by Allen. Down the lane, Mitchell off the glass and in, and it's 5-4 Knicks. Look to push it up quickly. Brunson, crossover dribble into the front court, brings it left wing. Merrill tries to sprint to keep up with him. Brunson turns baseline, pull-up jumper. No good off the side of the rim. Hukporty battling inside, but the rebound is taken by Allen. Outlet to Mitchell, into the front court. Mitchell guarded by Anunoby. Step back and he'll reset between the circles. Nearly loses the handle. Now Mitchell backs out near midcourt. Still 10 seconds to shoot. Mitchell left wing pass. Tyson three-pointer from the left side is good. Jalen Tyson made 3 starts last season, and he puts the Cavs up by 2. Handoff to Brunson, but Towns ran into Merrill, and that is an offensive foul against Karl-Anthony Towns as the Knicks turn it over just under 2 minutes into this game.
So in the half court, and Towns just doesn't really have a base there. His feet are too close together. He's still moving. It's a good call on the illegal screen, even though it is a tough call.
In the front court, it's Mitchell. Picks up his dribble. High post, Mobley. Mobley tries to drive on Towns again. 10-foot jumper. Rattles in and out. Good rebound in traffic by Anunoby. Anunoby across the timeline. His pass is knocked away by Allen. Chases it down in the front court to the basket. Blocked by Hukporty. Tyson's there for the offensive rebound. Good hustle by Ariel Hukporty. Shot clock did not reset. Still 15 seconds. Merrill, the sharpshooter, right wing 3 is good, and Cleveland leads 10-5.
The second chance opportunity for the Cleveland Cavaliers, essentially. I really like the initial hustle by Hukporty, and even the closeout attempt. That was outstanding. The Cavs are now on an 8-0 run. The Knicks need to respond.
High post pass goes to Hukporty. In the corner, it's Towns. Fakes the 3, puts it on the floor, down the lane, flips it up, no good, comes up short. It's knocked out of bounds off of Hukporty, and it will go to the Cavs.
I like the energy that Hukporty is giving you. He's been in the mix at the glass a couple times now, unable to fully corral the defense, or the rebound, but the right amount of energy.
9 minutes to go, first quarter. Mitchell up top, Merrill wide open 3. That one's off the side of the rim. Towns a one-handed rebound, outlet pass near midcourt, connects with Brunson. Brunson backing his way in against Merrill. Uses a high screen from Towns, who rolls to the basket. Brunson still holding it. Bounce pass. Left corner, Towns. Drives baseline against Mobley. He's cut off. 8 seconds to shoot. Cross-court pass. Anunoby on the right side. Couple dribbles. Pull up 15-footer is good. And that 8-0 run comes to an end.
I got to be honest, Pat. This has not been pretty yet outside of that corner three by Jalen Brunson.
Not a lot of flow. Knicks are working for their 7 points so far. 8.5 to go in the first. Merrill, high post. Mobley, one dribble into the corner. Pass deflected and stolen by the long arms of OG Anunoby. Here comes the ninth-year man in the front court, guarded by Tyson, and he's fouled on the perimeter on the reach-in. That'll be team foul number 2 against Cleveland.
All right, so the shifts immediately that you notice is we've had 3 different players bring the ball up the floor so far, and it wasn't a byproduct of the Cavs putting pressure and taking the ball out of Jalen Brunson's hands. This is one of the new initiatives under Mike Brown.
Brunson has it in his hands now. Right corner, Towns, no hesitation. Three-pointer, in and out. Rebound, Hukporti. Kicks it back out for Brunson. Left side, Anunoby around the perimeter. Here's Bridges from the corner with a hand in his face. It's good for 3, and we're tied at 10.
Second chance points. Well, rebounding was one of my keys in terms of plays that help you find momentum. As we see so far, the flow and the pace that is ideal has not yet been realized.
Evan Mobley misses an open 3 from the top. Hukporti grabs his 3rd rebound. He's been very active in his 2nd career start. Bridges picks up his dribble. Slip pass to Hukporti. Underneath pass to a cutting Towns. Reverse jam is good. 7 straight points for the Knicks, and they lead by 2.
I like what you're serving up, Huck.
And Towns bumps Mobley on the perimeter. 7:27 to go in the first quarter. And Karl Anthony Towns picks up his 2nd personal foul.
That's got to be frustrating for Karl Anthony Towns. But these plays are a little bit like preseason energy, right? Like, come on, focus. This is an actual game. That is going to count to the overall record. It looks like Mike Brown is going to get... Is this going to be for Karl Anthony Towns or Hukporti?
It's going to be for Karl Anthony Towns. It is the New York Knicks debut of Gershon Yabusele, one of the key offseason additions, brought in to add some depth and versatility and toughness off of that Knicks bench. So Towns goes to the bench with 2, and Yabusele is in there guarding Mobley. Here's Mitchell off the handoff. Left corner, Mobley tries to drive on Yabusele. Tries again in the paint, flips it up. No good. Good defense by Yabusele on his first possession. There's Brunson in the front court. Knicks leading by 2. Just under 5 minutes gone by. In and out dribble. Around the defender, off the glass and in. And after that 8-0 Cavs run, the Knicks 9 straight points themselves. Timeout Cleveland.
I like the energy. The Knicks are getting to the glass. Ariel Hukporti himself already has 3 rebounds. 2 of them have come on the defensive end. The shots that they are getting are quality looks, and they've done a good job of connecting. 62.5% so far on the night.
It's a Cleveland timeout, but this Knicks timeout is sponsored by BetterHelp. Mental health is health. Visit BetterHelp.com/timeout today for 10% off your first month of therapy. 9 straight for the Knicks, 7:06 to go in the first quarter, and the Knicks have a 14-10 lead on opening night over the Cavaliers. You're listening to New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network. simultaneously noticing the clunky start offensively from the Knicks. It seemed to be at that moment they started to turn things around.
Yeah, and I think you look at how they were able to do that, Pat. Like, one of those shots was an energy basket off of an offensive rebound, and then you got Jalen Brunson just holding on to the rock and attacking, but much earlier in the shot clock than we had seen previously. And so I think this thing is going to be a work in progress. In fact, coaches and players seem to be echoing that sentiment, figuring it out, work in progress, whichever language you choose. But that's okay. We just had a glimpse of it, which was great. Now, I think it's important to note, though, the Cavs has missed their last 4 field goals, and there have been some defensive efforts. Like we saw Yabusele come in and immediately make it difficult on Evan Mobley. Additional closeouts by Huck Porty. OG Anunoby picking up Donovan Mitchell. So the defense, too, is something to watch.
Only downside so far, Towns on the bench with 2 early fouls. Lonzo Ball came to Cleveland in an off-season trade from the Bulls, has checked in for the first time. Merrill has it along the baseline, finds Dean Wade in the left corner. 1 second on the shot clock. Ball has to fire it up, nearly banked it home, and Brunson grabs the rebound. So the Cavs have missed their last 5 now. Knicks looking to extend their 4-point lead. Brunson right wing, Anunoby fakes the 3, puts it on the floor, stops at the foul line, back up top for Brunson. No hesitation, fires a short 3. Offensive rebound, Bridges out to Anunoby. His left side 3, that's good. And the Knicks have scored the last 12 and lead 17-10.
They continue to be a presence on the glass. They're out rebounding Cleveland right now in totality 8-6.
Led by Ariel Huck-Porty's 3 rebounds. Mobley left open for 3, knocks it down for the left wing, ending the 12-0 run. Halfway through the first quarter, Knicks lead by 4.
And Evan Mobley is sort of the futuristic, all-size, all-position player.
Anunoby using his size against Merrill, who did a good job cutting him off. Shot is short, rebounded by the Cavs. Into the front court they come. Ball, 3-pointer, left wing, no. Brunson the rebound. Baseball pass into the front court, Bridges on the left side. He's one-on-one with Ball. Now uses the Huck-Porty screen. Up top, Brunson, his 3, right side of the arc, no good. And a good rebound in traffic by Lonzo Ball.
Now here's the thing about wanting to play fast. Bad shots are essentially assists for your opponents.
Off the jab step, Mobley fires another 3. That's no good. Long rebound tapped out to Huck-Porty. Hands to Brunson. Now in the front court. Here comes Bridges driving left side. Cut off by Mobley. Out to Brunson. Wide open 3. That's no good. Rebound Yabusele. Up top. Anunoby's 3. Off the front of the rim. Lonzo Ball the rebound. Couple of good looks there for the Knicks.
Yeah, but those misses are starting to tank the 3-point percentage. Although still holding right now. 3 for 8. 37% isn't bad.
Merrill cut off by Anunoby. Now inside pass. Mobley loses the handle on the power dribble. Out of bounds off of the Cavs with 4:51 to go in the first, and the Knicks leading 17-13.
I know this is game 1, Pat, and I totally leave room for that. We're starting to see some hands on the hips from some of these Knicks players. This pace catching up with them, maybe.
Night with Mitchell Robinson out. Jamison is out there. Brunson penetrating, flips it up, no good, but he draws the foul against the second-year man Tyson.
Both of these coaches sort of acknowledged, particularly Kenny Atkinson, that with the injuries, it might look a little different than what it will as we get deeper into the season, but these are valuable minutes for guys to show that they can hold the rope and be a part of what both of their teams are doing.
So Brunson to the foul line for the first time this season. First one is up and good. Last year, Jalen Brunson, 82% from the free throw line. It was a season in which he was 8th in the NBA in both points per game and assists per game. He was the first Knick in the top 10 in the same season in each of those categories since Richie Guerin in 1963. Second one for Brunson is good. 4:33 to go in the first. Knicks lead 19-13. Brunson has 7. Mobley into the front court. Jamison awaits him. Mobley right-handed dribble. Brings it to the right-hand side. Stops at the foul line. Wade, left side, cut off by Jamison. Under 10 to shoot. Here's Ball, right corner. Tyson's three, no good. Good box out and rebound by Jamison.
With about 8 seconds on the shot clock, the crowd started to rumble, appreciating the connectivity on defense by the Knicks.
Knicks by 6 with the basketball, coming up on 4 minutes to play in the first. Bridges, Euro step, kicks it out. Yabusele's three, no good off the interior of the rim, rebounded by Ball. Quick outlet pass. Craig Porter Jr. has just checked in for the Cavs. Step back, three-pointer, straight on, no good a brick. Brunson couldn't corral the rebound. Ends up in the hands of Mobley, who cans his second three from the left side. 19-16, Knicks by 3. 3:35 to go in the first. Jalen Tyson guarding Jalen Brunson. Here's Bridges circling, fall back off one leg, and a tough shot for Mikal Bridges about 8 feet away. And the Knicks lead by 5. Here's Porter, right wing, guarded by McBride. Up top pass for Mobley. Mobley, left wing, Tyson brings it between the circles with the dribble. Left side, Ball. Ball calling for a clear out of Dean Wade. Now he throws it up top for Tyson. He's got a mismatch with Jamison. And Bridges comes from the weak side, picks his pocket to the basket. Bridges lays it up and in. And Mikal Bridges back-to-back buckets. Knicks lead 23-16.
That was excellent help defense by Mikal Bridges, but Trey Jamison did a great job of squaring up and being prepared to defend.
Ball misses a quick three from the left side. Bridges the rebound. Across the timeline, uses a Jamison screen. Bridges, pull-up jumper, 18 feet away. Count it, and the foul, as Mobley was too close on the closeout.
What a great stretch here for Mikal Bridges. Scoring, defending, the beneficiary of good team defense. He's got the last 6 points for the Knicks, and they've all been quality shots.
Mikal Bridges with a free throw coming with 9 points in 9 minutes. Timeout on the floor. And this Knicks timeout is sponsored by BetterHelp. Mental health is health. Visit BetterHelp.com/timeout today for 10% off your first month of therapy. 2:37 to go in the first. Knicks on top of the Cavs, 25-16 here at the Garden. New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York. A 9-point lead with a free throw coming for Mikal Bridges as Mike Brown in his first game as head coach has utilized the bench. Knicks doing a good job on the boards, Monica, and getting scoring from several areas.
Yeah, they're sharing the rock. They're definitely playing with pace, and we've already seen him go. How many people deep is this already? 8 folks deep, and we're not all the way through the first quarter. So that's terrific in terms of guys coming in, understanding their role, and playing their part.
8 deep. I did see Landry Shamet go to the scorer's table, and he's there now, probably going in for Mikal Bridges, who's at the free throw line. So he would be the 9th Knick into the game tonight. Right now you have, in addition to Bridges, who's at the line, you have Brunson, Anunoby, McBride, and Jamison. Free throw is good. Bridges 10 points. Knicks have a 10-point lead, 26-16. Bridges a perfect 4 for 4 from the field so far. Here's Lonzo Ball into the front court. Brunson keeps up with him. Left side pass for Mitchell, who's been quiet so far. Anunoby guarding Mitchell. Ball working from the left-hand side. Still with the dribble. This pass inside Allen. Sweeping hook shot is good, and the Cavs trail 26-18.
So the Cavs still scored in that position, but one thing Mike Brown talked about was the standard, and I thought that was tremendous defensive effort, especially from OG Anunoby guarding Donovan Mitchell.
Now McBride, as another Knick, gets them into their offense in the front court. Jamison from the top picks up his dribble. Back to the defender. Shovel pass to McBride, and a reach-in foul against Craig Porter Jr., a little too aggressive.
If Trey Jamison and Ariel Hawk-Porty, and they both might, I know we're early in the season, we'll see what happens when rotations get tightened, but they're going to have to at least look at the basket. Like, they are not looking at the basket at all. And defenses ultimately, especially Jamison, will slouch off of that. At least Hawk-Porty, to me, has shown a propensity to cut and be on the move.
Cavs over the limit. Deuce McBride's first free throw is good. Landry Shamet checks in for the first time, sending Bridges to the bench with a game-high 10 points. A nice ovation for Mikal Bridges. We mentioned Trey Jamison and Ariel Hawk-Porty. Great opportunity for both of them to be in the rotation on opening night. Jamison, fourth-year man out of Alabama Birmingham, as McBride hits both free throws. Here's Mitchell guarded by McBride. Between the legs, brings it right side of the arc. Scoop pass up top. Ball's three, in and out. Rebound falls into the hands of Anunoby. Anunoby uses a Jamison screen on the left side. Now brings it center of the court with the dribble. Right side, McBride lines up at three. It's off the mark. Allen battling for the rebound, knocked out of his hands, out of bounds off of Jamison and the Knicks.
There's lots of bodies at the rim in terms of rebounding. That's been a good thing. The Knicks only have 8 points in the paint in this one, and the Cavs have 6 points in the paint, but the Knicks have only also hit 3 threes.
Allen in the paint, spins with the left hand, too strong off the glass. Minute 20 to go in the first. Knicks with the ball, lead 28-18.
Having rattled off those stats, shout out to our terrific statistician. The Knicks on the free throw line, though, 7 of 8.
Anunoby, nice turnaround in the paint, floats it up and in. Knicks have their largest lead, 30-18.
The Cavs, meanwhile, have not gotten to the free throw line yet at all tonight.
Allen gives it right back to Ball. Left side pass, Wade. Wade up top to Ball between the circles. Uses a Wade screen, now gives it to Wade. Flanks out, fires a three, knocks it down, and the Knicks lead 30-21. Final minute of the first quarter. It's Brunson into the front court with a head of steam down the lane, loses the handle for a moment, gets it back up top. McBride's three. That one is good. And the Knicks are back on top by a dozen, 33-21, 35 seconds to play in the first.
We've really had the privilege of seeing some idealistic possessions as far as the buzzword of pace. And the Knicks are finding really good shots. In fact, they're going from good shots, I should clarify, to great shots.
Chance of defense again at the Garden, and there's a whistle. Knicks want it against the Cavs away from the ball. It's going to be against Landry Shamet, despite his protestations.
Yeah, he thought that Lonzo Ball, using an old-school swim move, but got that elbow to his face. I'm inclined to agree, although I think Landry sold it just a bit on this reaction, and that's why he ultimately didn't get the call.
It's a reach-in foul against Shamet. The Knicks first in the last 2 minutes. So the Cavs inbound in the front court. Shot clock down to 8. 15 seconds in the quarter. Knicks leading by 12 here in the first. Mitchell against Shamet. Stopped at the foul line. Fallback jumper. Tough shot is good. 8.5 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. Knicks pushing it up court. Brunson across the timeline with 5 seconds to go, and the Knicks up by 10. Brunson Fakes the three. His pass picked off by Allen. Half-court heave off the front of the rim. No good. First quarter comes to an end. First quarter of the season, Monica, a very good one for the Knicks.
Yeah, you put up 33 points. You've got, let me count real quick, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different guys in the scoring column. You got an edge on the rebounding, and this concept of pace seems to be taking hold in a positive way. Now, I do think it's important to mention, though, Pat, that Karl-Anthony Towns didn't play much in that first quarter, just 4 minutes. And the pace otherwise with the other guys seemed to work out so far.
Cat picked up 2 fouls 4 minutes into the game, spent the remainder of the first quarter on the bench, but the Knicks have a 10-point lead after one here on opening night. 33-23, second quarter coming up. You're listening to New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the piece in the first quarter. Aaron Judge at the Garden tonight.
Uh-oh.
A couple of his teammates, Cam Schlittler.
I know you're a big baseball guy, Pat.
Devin Williams, indeed.
I wasn't sure about the greeting, because, listen, when I did mine on the street this week, the Knicks fans that are also Yankees fans,
yes,
that are, I guess, especially also Jets fans, but even Giants fans to a degree, I think mostly Jets fans, they couldn't help but rattle off the other things that were happening in the New York sports universe that suck, and why the Knicks need to bring home a championship.
The Knicks are a beacon of hope for New York sports fans as this new season begins. Tyler Kolek, Jordan Clarkson have checked in, Monica. That means the Knicks have already gone 11 deep into the rotation on opening night. Anunoby short arms a three, long rebound out to Towns, down the lane, and a two-handed flush off his own rebound. Knicks lead 35-23.
Give me a highlight, and you got one. Welcome back to the action after struggling with foul trouble in that first quarter. Karl-Anthony Towns making the Cavs pay for that run out.
Kenny Atkinson, the reigning NBA Coach of the Year, not happy with how his team has come out. 23 seconds into the second quarter, he uses another timeout. This Knicks timeout is sponsored by BetterHelp. Mental health is health. Visit BetterHelp.com/timeout today for 10% off your first month of therapy. Knicks by 12, 35-23, with 11:37 to go in the second here at the Garden. New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network continues after this timeout.
1 in every 6 men is likely to be diagnosed.
Our statistician Doug Mittler earlier. He keeps giving you these updated runs. Where are we at right now for the Knicks?
According to the Doug runometer, we're at 30-13, which is really impressive. But you know, Pat, you and I, we all love the NBA, and we've seen enough of these opening nights. I will say, last night's opening night battle between the Thunder and the Rockets obviously set the bar very high. And you mentioned that last time out that Kenny Atkinson called, I'm sure, was a what in the world timeout, right? But I do like what you're saying from the Knicks, and we continue to acknowledge 11 players already played so far is a good look in terms of building some trust and just seeing what all you got if you're Mike Brown.
Here's Donovan Mitchell, splits the defenders to the basket, too strong on the layup attempt, rebounded by Towns, outlet to Kolek into the front court. Mitchell, slow to get back, nice feed, down the lane, Anunoby slams it down on the feed from Kolek.
OG Anunoby was the only player in the NBA last year with 100-plus dunks and 100-plus threes, and he's already looking to pick up where he left off.
8th most dunks in the NBA as Craig Porter Jr. hits a floater inside the paint. First minute of the second quarter, Knicks by 12. Clarkson brings it into the front court. Right side dribble, telling Yabusele to go through. Now Clarkson backing his way in towards the right elbow. Cross-court Yabusele into the corner for Kolek. Shot clock at 7. Kolek working from the left side. Pull-up 3 over Allen. Good for Tyler Kolek.
Rumble, young man, rumble. The Marquette Golden Eagle finding the twine.
40-25. Now Kolek guarding Porter Jr. Proctor between the circles with the left-handed dribble. Proctor down the lane, into the corner for Porter. Larry Nance Jr. down the lane, extends his long arms just like his dad had and slams it home with one hand.
He's just got a quick first step and more length than Yabusele. Yabusele, when he's matched up against taller players, usually is able to use his strength, but that quick first step by Nance eliminated that.
40-27 Knicks, 10:08 to go in the second. A foul on the perimeter against the Cavs. Tyrese Proctor reaching in too aggressively against Tyler Kolek. First team foul against the Cavs.
Kolek just kind of looks at Ed Malloy and is like, bro, do you see this fouling?
Proctor, a rookie out of Duke. Towns handling near the top. Hands to Anunoby. Thought about the 3. Gives to Kolek. Fakes the 3 left-hand side. Drives. Up top. Clarkson's 3. Right side of the arc. Comes up short. Long rebound. Scooped up by Clarkson. New shot clock for the Knicks as they lead by 13. Clarkson between the circles. Shot clock down to 7. Towns comes out to set a high screen for Clarkson. Shot clock at 3. Clarkson's got to create from the right-hand side. Flips it up off the glass. No good. Didn't hit the rim. It's a shot clock violation.
So, that is actually a really great example for what I talk about when I say pace in the half court as far as rhythm. We saw in the first quarter at least 2 baskets I can recall that were sort of energized off of offensive rebounds. That time, maybe not the movement that Mike Brown would design up because the ball sort of stuck and then everybody looked out of position.
Mitchell driving on Anunoby. Step back, three-pointer, off the mark. Good box out and rebound for Towns. That's 4th rebound of the game. Now Kolek on the right side. High post pass for Towns.
Mouse in the house.
Backing his way down. Triple teamed inside. Hacking at him. Towns draws the foul going to the basket.
Jalen Tyson, commendable effort from the second-year guy. 6'6", though. 225. Karl Anthony Towns gives you 7 foot, 248.
You saw that matchup, went right after it, and Towns back to the free throw line. He's 2 for 3 from the stripe today, 6 points and 4 rebounds.
Karl Anthony Towns, obviously the other all-star and all-NBA player from last season, now with 7 points in this one. Jalen Brunson, 7 points as well. Meanwhile, for the Cavs, though, they're all all-star and has been an all-NBA player. Donovan Mitchell has had a quiet game, just 4 points, 50% from the field on the 4 shots that he's taken.
Last year, Mitchell, as Towns hits both free throws. Last year, Mitchell was All-NBA first team for the first time in his career, as Cleveland won the second most games in a season in their franchise history. 64-18 they went. Here's Mitchell guarded by Kolek. Crossover dribble. Mitchell loses the handle as Anunoby tried to swipe it away. And it's a foul against the Knicks. It's against Tyler Kolek. So Anunoby thought he had it clean.
I think Kolek makes the contact first with the body. Sort of displaces. I mean, it looks like, a little bit of displacement there.
You mentioned a quiet start for Mitchell. It's been mostly Anunoby guarding him. Lob pass inside Mobley. Nice pass inside. Knocked out of the hands of Nance. Out of bounds off of Anunoby. 5 seconds to shoot for Cleveland.
Yeah, I'm glad you called that out, though, Tupac, because Anunoby, as versatile a defender as he is, does seem like he's got really good opening night energy as well and focus guarding Mitchell.
8:50 to go here in the second quarter. Mobley down the lane, lays it up and in, off the glass, and the foul as he found an opening in the Knicks defense.
Now, so this is a well-executed inbounds play. We talk a lot about getting Jalen Brunson off the ball potentially, but this is Mobley coming to the ball, drop step, sort of from the wing, and because of his height, splits 3 Knicks defenders because no one actually commits until Clarkson comes over to potentially block the shot, but it's actually Yabusele grabbing Mobley that gets popped for the foul.
Free throw's good for Evan Mobley. He's got a game-high 11 points. He's got 11 of Cleveland's 30 as the Knicks lead 42-30. Here's Kolek, up top pass, Towns driving on Mobley. 2 long strides, fall back off the glass, no good. Here's Mitchell now for the Cavs. Trying to drive on Clarkson. Tyson's 3, left side, no good. Knocked out of bounds off of Donovan Mitchell. He wants Kenny Atkinson to challenge.
I don't think that's going to happen, just on the tenor of this game so far.
Quick inbound by Clarkson as play continues. Here's Anunoby thinking about a 3 from the right side.
Not with Evan Mobley's hand in his face.
Just thinking. And Kolek bumped by Proctor for a second time with 8:12 to go in the second, and the Knicks up by 12. Yeah, those long arms of Evan Mobley. He's 6'11", 215 pounds.
Wingspan all day.
He's such a unique player. We're seeing already tonight the evolution of his offensive game.
Yeah, he looks very poised offensively and aggressive-minded.
Reigning NBA Defensive Player of the Year. Towns off a tough pass from Kolek. Couldn't really handle it. Never had the grasp and turns it over. Here's Mobley guarded by Yabusele on the left side. Up top. Right corner. Nance's 3 is good. Right in front of the Knicks bench. Turns around, has something to say. And the Knicks lead is down to 9.
Yeah, so the Cavs are giving the Knicks a dose of their own medicine. That was a great possession in terms of ball movement and getting a quality shot.
Yabusele hands the ball to Clarkson on the right wing, back up top to Kolek on the Knicks logo at center court. Kolek brings it left-hand side, picks up his dribble, finds a cutting Clarkson, but he's guarded by the much taller Nance. 5 seconds to shoot. Clarkson, tough shot off one leg, knocks it down inside the paint.
Tyler Kolek has had a couple of really good looks in terms of finding guys on the move, and all those cuts are a byproduct of what Mike Brown likes to do.
Anunoby nearly stepped into the passing lane and came up with a steal, and Mitchell discombobulated out there, leaves his feet and throws the ball out of bounds.
I actually think he knew what he was trying to do. It was Tyson that didn't know what was going on. He pumps fake back toward the Knicks bench, and Tyson is under the basket, but Tyson cut toward the basket. I think Mitchell thought he would be more in that dunker spot, short corner area.
It was a perfect chest pass to Jason Goebel, the official.
If that had connected, it'd have been a highlight.
Right in the dunker spot. There was just no dunker. 44-33 Knicks. Hukporti back in, and Bridges back in. Hukporti to Kolek on the left wing. Shovel pass inside. Hukporti blocked by Mobley. Taken by Nance. Cavs looking to push. Tyson on the right wing. Kolek tries to cut off his progress, and he throws it away to Bridges. Behind the back dribble into the front court. Euro step down the lane. Reverse layup comes up short. Rebound tapped by Wade, who gets it back. Now the Cavs looking to push again. Mobley, nice touch pass to Tyson, and a two-handed slam in transition.
I think Mikal Bridges got a little bit too enthusiastic. He took a very difficult shot instead of holding on to the possession for the Knicks.
6:20 to go in the first half. Knicks lead 44-35. Kolek a three-pointer right wing off the side of the rim. Proctor the rebound. Proctor cut off by Clarkson. Wade between the circles, now one dribble and gives it to Proctor. At the midway point of the second quarter here, Proctor left wing, Nance tries the other corner, hits that, back-to-back threes for Larry Nance Jr., and the Cavs are back to within 6, 44-38, and Mike Brown wants to talk things over.
They sure are, and with the help of Nance, the tide has turned from the three-point line in particular. The Cavs have knocked down 7 so far in this one, and are shooting just under 39%. They are on an 11-2 run. Shout out to Doug on our run calculator. But listen, and this is where pace is a little tricky, because how well do you maintain it? I would have evaluated, if I had to give the Knicks a grade in this new look after the first quarter, I'd give it a B+. I thought it looked good. To start the quarter, remember, different starting unit came out. I don't know how often we'd actually see this unit together entirety. It was Kolek, Clarkson, Yabusele, Cat, and OG Anunoby. You obviously give up a little bit defensively with that squad, and it seems that the Cavs and company have begun to find their way.
This Knicks Timeout is sponsored by BetterHelp. Mental health is health. Visit BetterHelp.com/timeout today for 10% off your first month of therapy. Knicks have led by as many as 15 with 5:59 to go in the second. The Knicks are on top 44-38 over the Jalen Brunson back in the game, on the floor with Huckporty, McBride, Bridges, and Shamet. Brunson driving for the left side, off the right leg, floats it up, no good. Rebound is grabbed by Mobley. Knicks leading 44-38, 5:35 to go in the second. Mobley has it knocked out of his hands and stolen by Shamet coming from the weak side. Shamet into the front court, finds McBride, but a bad pass. Hits the line, out of bounds, Knicks turn it over.
All right. So we've talked a lot about the bench. Just looking at some of the fives that we've got together. Bridges, Huckporty, Brunson, McBride, and Shamet now on the floor. I think you've got some defensive prowess in this group. Let's see what they can do, because right now the Cavs have more size, height, at least 3, if not 4 positions.
Mobley left wide open for 3 for the top of the arc.
Yeah, Mobley being one of them.
Knocks it down. Evan Mobley, 14 points. That's his third three-pointer. And the Knicks lead, once 15, has been cut to 3.
Welcome to the basketball game, Cleveland Cavaliers. A 14-2 run for the Cavs. Knicks have gotten a little bit stagnant. You wonder if maybe now would be a time that you might see them begin to slow it down a bit and get back to what was so effective last season.
44-41. 5 minutes to go in the second. Brunson on the left wing, perimeter. One dribble, three-pointer. On the left side, no good off the back of the rim. Nance grabs the rebound, outlet to Merrill. Merrill cross-court pass to Lonzo Ball. Leaves his feet to catch it. Drives, shovel pass inside, a couple pump fakes. Mobley lays it in at the rim, and it's 44-43 Knicks.
Mobley is certainly emerging as the most valuable player on the floor in this contest. 16 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist.
McBride from the left side knocks down a big three-pointer. Much needed for the Knickerbockers as they push their lead back up to 4, stopping a 10-0 run.
The Knicks had hit 4 threes in the first quarter. That's just a second here in the second quarter.
Wade picks up his dribble, high post ball, right side Merrill. His 3, no good off the back of the rim. Long rebound out to Shamet. Knicks looking to push. Brunson into the front court, brings it center of the court. Now spins back left side with the left dribble along the baseline, backs it out into the corner. He's going to restart against Merrill. Crossover dribble against him, floats it up, can't get the roll, rebounded by Mobley.
Brunson maybe not having his most efficient night, just 2 for 9 so far from the field and 1 of 5 from 3.
Mobley bringing the ball up court. Wow. Guarded by Huckporty. Ball back, 17-foot jumper, spins out. Nance battling inside, rebound tapped into the hands of Bridges. Bridges doing good work on the boards. Here's Shamet, quick release 3, no good. He is fouled on the 3-point attempt in transition, and Landry Shamet will go to the line for 3. That is the 3rd time in the first half the Cavs have fouled a jump shooter.
Landry Shamet shot 67% from the free throw line last season, but in my mind, that's low for him. This, though, the free throw line has been a key. Again, shout out to the Duggo-meter, because the Knicks now are 10 of 11 from the free throw line, and the Cavs are just 1 of 1.
Shamet's first trip to the line tonight. And as you said, the first free throw good. Landry Shamet played 50 games, all off the bench last regular season. Second free throw is good. Anunoby checks back in, and he will replace Huckporty. So to reset the Knicks lineup, you've got Brunson, McBride, Bridges, Shamet, and Anunoby. So the Knicks going small here with Anunoby as the center.
I imagine with Evan Mobley, Evan Mobley is next to, oh wow, look at when he stands up. He's got that height on OG Anunoby.
He's just so fit, he looks taller even.
Uh-huh. It's like he's got those stretch legs.
And arms.
Go-go gadget.
Shamet hits all 3, so the Knicks, after seeing their lead cut to 1, have scored 6 in a row. They're up 50-43. Aggressive drive from Mitchell into the paint, comes up short. Rebounded by Bridges, 3:20 to go in the second. Bridges near the top of the arc, in the corner. Shamet wide open, three-pointer is good. 9 straight for the Knicks, and they're back up by 10.
Yeah, and beginning to find the basket from behind the 3. They got a little bit cold in the second quarter, but again, pushing that pace, starting to find a rhythm.
A spark from Landry Shamet, who has scored the last 6 for the Knicks. Dean Wade tries to answer with a 3 and does from the right-hand side, so it's 53-46 Knicks.
Three-point shooting was something that the Cavs did really well last season, so if we get into a three-point shooter, I wouldn't be mad, Pat. but both teams are capable of scoring from that area.
Anunoby working for the top of the arc, brings it left side with a dribble. Hands to Shamet inside the paint to the basket. Shamet too strong. McBride's follow is no good, but he was fouled, crashing the boards. Deuce McBride will get himself to the free throw line. Second foul against Dean Wade. Comes with 2:38 to go in the second, and the Knicks are in the bonus.
I like the Knicks crashing the glass, though. That is something that has been consistent today. Porty's been great at it. McBride's done it. Bridges has been in the right place to gather some of those long rebounds. The effort on the glass, I think, is important. They've got 8 second-chance points, in fact.
First free throw, no good from Deuce McBride. Just the second missed free throw in 14 attempts for the Knicks. Karl Anthony Towns back in. Landry Shamet to the bench.
Now, mind you, the Knicks have been able to find this sort of rhythm down 2 starters, depending on what the lineup is. Both Josh Hart and Mitchell Robinson have the capability to start. We do expect that Robinson would get the start in this regime.
2 of their top 6 players in the rotation.
There you go.
Here's Mobley working against Anunoby. Turn around in the paint, no good. Towns knocked the rebound on the baseline. And it's out of bounds off the Knicks. That did not look like it hit the baseline. Oh, it did. Towns didn't think so. I didn't think so, but the replay confirms that it indeed did. So Mitchell inbounds on the baseline to Merrill in the left corner. Wade now has it left wing. Cut off by Brunson up top. Merrill pump fake, one dribble around Towns. 3-pointer, front rim no. Anunoby crashes the boards. Outlet pass to Brunson with his head up into the front court. Leaves it off for Anunoby, steps into a 3, and he knocks it down from deep. And the Knicks are back up by 11.
Second 3 by OG Anunoby. He's got a terrific line tonight as well. 12 points and 5 rebounds so far.
Miscommunication. Ball threw it to Wade, who wasn't looking. It goes over Celebrity Road. Knicks ball, minute 59 to go in the second, up by 11.
I must say, Pat, back in my day, I used to love being the trail to knock down that very same 3.
And for the 4th time, as Brunson draws the foul, the Cavaliers in this first half have fouled a Knicks jump shooter. Brunson, I think he had his foot on the line here, so he's going to go to the line for 2.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think Brunson was a little bit relieved, though, because he's not shot the ball particularly well.
Now, the replay just showed, Monica, that his feet were behind the line.
We're going to give him 3?
They haven't said yet. We're waiting for the announcement. It could have been on the floor. First free throw is good. And he does have 2 more shots, so he was fouled on the attempt.
I think this is a good opportunity for JB. He'd already shot a pair prior to knocking down the first of 3. But on a night where he hasn't been his most efficient self, seeing the ball go in from the free throw line is healthy.
We've seen that get him going on a lot of the rare occasions where he isn't feeling it to start a game. Get himself to the line. Second one here is good. 1 more coming. And he goes 3 for 3. And just like that, Brunson's in double figures with 10 points. And the Knicks are back up by 14. It's 60-46. Minute 45 to go in the second. Brunson nearly came weak side with the steal. Allen throws it out of bounds. Miscommunication with the cutter. Merrill, another turnover.
These runs, one way or the other, have just been so drastic. The Knicks now on a 13-2 run.
Bridges a pull-up 3 from the right side is short. Allen chases down the rebound in the corner. Final 90 seconds of the first half. Pitched a lob pass inside. Mobley is fouled. Brunson and McBride were both there. Brunson gets called on the reach, and it'll send Mobley to the line.
I mean, Evan Mobley's versatility as he continues to take leaps in his game. He was an all-star last year for the first time. If he can score, just filling up the paint and being the biggest guy, going up and getting that lob pass. We've already seen him knock down 3 threes today. I mean, that's incredibly efficient. Of course, he's been on the glass, and he can score in the mid-range comfortably handling the ball. Like, this is that we got all NBA teams and all defensive teams. You'd have, like, your all-alien sort of team. Wembanyama, Mobley, maybe Cooper Flagg is in that. I think KD is probably sort of the savant of that crew in terms of his height and length and what he's able to do on the floor.
He misses both free throws, though. Just the second and third attempts from the line so far tonight for the Cavs. So the Knicks with the ball have that 14-point lead. Minute 15 to go until halftime. Anunoby's pass is picked off by Allen. Here's Lonzo Ball into the front court on the right side. Mobley with a head of steam, cut off by McBride, finds the cutter. Allen knocked out of his hands and stolen by Anunoby. Finds Brunson. Feed. Bridges to the basket with the left hand, and the Knicks have their biggest lead, 62-46.
I like what I'm seeing from the Knicks. Obviously, the basketball tonight has been great. Love 62 points. But I think the communication that they're showing.
We got a technical foul, Monica. Kenny Atkinson thought there should have been a foul called on the other end against Anunoby. He was all the way out near midcourt. So Karl Anthony Towns, with 59 seconds to go, will shoot the technical free throw. Towns' free throw is good. Tune into the Knicks halftime report, powered by ZipRecruiter, as Dan Grassa will take you through the first half. 59 seconds to go in the second. Knicks with a 17-point lead. Some full court pressure being shown by the Knicks. McBride darting ball. Ball finds Mitchell near the foul line. One dribble, 15-footer from the elbow. No. Towns the rebound. Knicks looking to push. Donovan Mitchell just 4 points in this first half, but he comes up with the steal. Right through McBride and over him with the ball fake. Driving to the basket, he takes the shot. Bounces back up and draws the foul.
It seemed like Donovan Mitchell almost came out of nowhere to jump into that passing lane.
You know, he's so slick at that move. We've seen him do that. That's one of his patented moves where he kind of puts the ball over the head of the defender. But while he does it, he does have that left hand on the defender, but he does it so quickly that it's not always apparent.
Catch me if you can. I mean, these guys at this level are so crafty. There's details that if you're not scouting them the way that opponents are scouting them around the league, you just might miss it.
Mitchell's first free throw is good. This is his 30th game with Jalen Brunson as an opponent.
Huh, that's fun.
Mitchell's most against any opponent. He's 14-15. Of course, a lot of that when Mitchell was in Utah and Brunson was in Dallas.
Yeah, Western Conference battles royale.
They had a playoff battle one year. Kind of Brunson's coming out party as he steps back. 14-foot jumper. Brunson gets the roll. 28 seconds to go. Knicks by 17.
Did Brunson, he didn't have the 60. I thought he had the 60 versus Phoenix.
Brunson had his 50 versus Phoenix. He had 61 against San Antonio.
Got it. In Dallas.
15 seconds to go. Mitchell on the right side. Pull-up jumper. Top of the key is good. Last couple possessions. He's got a little bounce in his step. Shot clock is off. Knicks by 15. 6 seconds to go. Brunson dumps it into the post. Knocked out of the hands of Bridges. Ball couldn't save it. So the Knicks will inbound in the right corner with 2 seconds to go in the quarter.
I like when Mikal Bridges beats his defender down the floor and realizes that he has a height advantage and goes to the post up. I think it's a great play for the Knicks, but he's got to hold that steal. In the case of Donovan Mitchell, while he gives up some height to Bridges, he's certainly got strength to go at, if not more strength than Bridges. You got to hold that steal.
Dean Wade checks back in to give the Cavs some more length. Lonzo Ball to the bench. Brunson inbounds right corner to Bridges. Fallback jumper. Ooh. No good. Just missed.